Welcome back to episode 2, and we've got quite a lot going on. We're preparing for the oncoming temperature drop. It's going to go down 2 levels. It could hit minus 40 degrees. We need to start safeguarding some of our people when they go out to work. We're going to need to continue to collect coal, so I want to build a gathering post around some coal and around some of the other resources to keep everyone warm. Just want to see where has the most coal left. So we've got 209 coal here, we can see in there, and 500 there, so 700 there, and we've got 500 and 500 over here. So we've got the most resources over here. Makes sense to put a gathering post over there where we'll get the most use out of it. And we'll just put it down here. We can join it up to the road next to it, or just straight down. In fact, if we build our road out from there, we could just build it off the road, couldn't we? And build it somewhere to there, because it needs wood to build that road. We've got plenty of wood so far, and we'll just place our gathering post next to that, next to where that road will be. Yep, there we go. Both of those are within reach of the gathering post, so we want to be building that pretty sharpish, and also we want to be having access to wood as well. So we've got access to 2 coal piles for that gathering post. We want to have access to a couple of wood piles. So we've got 60 wood left there and 120. And where's the other wood? 37 wood over there. Wow, we've really collected a lot of the wood, so we need to have a serious think about getting some sawmills and things like that. And what the other things we'll be wanting to achieve in this episode will be building a technology building. Here we go, in the technology sector, a workshop. So actually we can lay that down and we can start investigating new technologies. Yep, okay, we'll get someone to start building that. So we've got 10 people available to build the gathering post there. We've got 3 people available to build the workshop, and they'll just bounce on to... Oh, we've got 10 people on this gathering post as well, so that's cool. And we just need to build a street out here to this one, and then we've got our builds ready to roll. And in fact, we're quite close to this street, so we'll build it past there. Here we go. And we've still got 22 wood left and loads of coal, so we're doing quite well, and we'll just start the game again. Start it up. Now let's have a look. So we're waiting for workers for the construction to begin there and there. Oh, and here. And it looks like once we've unpaused time, the workers have sort of spread out. So we've got 6. Oh, more people are adding to this work queue. Here we go. We've started building in this the workshop. 5% complete. Fantastic. So they can build in their free time, and when most people are trying to sleep, apart from these hunters down here. Here we go. They're out hunting. They're going to bring back 15 food, and it takes 12 hours. So I think they would have started their shift at 1800 hours, sorry, just 6 o'clock, and they'll come back at 6 in the morning. So you always see the work times in the top left of the building there. And if you see this, we could dismantle the building once we've finished using it, and we'll get 15 wood. I think it took maybe 20 wood to build, so you get quite a lot back from construction. Yeah, 20 wood. And also if we go back and have a look on the temperature level, you can see that they're really warm and comfortable, and our gathering posts that we're looking to build here are livable. Our cookhouse is livable, so it's kind of one category down. Very low risk of getting ill, so that's good. And the workshop here is very comfortable, so when that's all built, be good places for our people to be. We've got 1 person who is sick, or is that two people being treated and 1 person sick? So we may need to increase the number of workers we have, engineers in there. So we've got... Yeah, they're going to take about 2 days to heal, so that's good. And someone else has just gone into treatment, so that's great. Okay, good. Here we can see a percentage bar. It says 50%, and that's our efficiency. So we need some more workers to go in there, and it's only engineers that can work in these buildings. So we'll find our engineers, and here we go, here they are. Make a few available, we'll take the number down to 5, so we've got 8 available engineers. We'll put someone else in the medical hut, and that's taken us up to 100% efficiency there. You can see the bar, and we've got plenty of capacity because we've got another medical station. And here we've built our workshop so we can start research. Let's check it out, see what we can heat. See what we can research. We've got heaters here. What that means is that if you've got a building that's away from your main steam hub in the middle, then you can actually activate a heater at the building to increase its heat, and the people who are going to keep a bit warmer around that, who are working out of that building. That could be really important with the impending cold step downs that are coming, so we'll need to think about that. Under this tab, exploration and industry, there's the beacon. That's a real major priority for us to build as well. Oh, and here we've got things for the resources. So we've got faster gathering, a coal thumper. Now the coal thumper helps us to just mine coal by just putting a building down. We've got to employ engineers there. So that's the okay, and the sawmill for wood. That's quite a priority because we're running a bit low on wood really. And there's the steelworks. It's difficult because without coal we're gonna freeze, and without the sawmill we're not going to be able to build any more buildings. And hunter's gear. So yeah, thanks to better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters will be able to return with more raw food. So instead of 15 raw food per building, we'll return with 20 raw food. That could be really important. Okay. This is a difficult one. I think it's a priority to keep our people warm, so we'll start researching the heaters, and we're going to put a maximum of 5 engineers on there because we need to make sure that we certainly do research all that. Here we go. Workforce will gather coal, so we've got access to 1,000 coal, which is the 2 500s just within the circle, so that's good. And we've got no one on those piles at the moment. Now we just need to investigate where everyone else is at the moment. Oh, and here's our gathering post being built as well. So that's 75% complete, nearly done. Let's have a look. So we've got 10. Let's keep gathering. What we'll do is we'll keep gathering from the places where we don't have a gathering post so far while the weather's warm, and when the cold weather kicks in up here in a day, we'll move everyone over to the shelters. Got a dilemma here. Let's check out what they're saying. So we've got a protective mother, refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look the other way this time, but others might see it as unfair. So if we let her have a day off, hope will rise, and if we don't, then we may have some problems on our hands actually. Let's let her have the day off and let hope rise. There we go, it's gone up a bit. We want to have more hope in our lives. Work time 8 o'clock, everyone's going out to work, having finished building everything. And actually that means our hunters should be coming back. Yeah, here we go. They're on their way back imminently, and these ones a bit longer. Okay, so they'll be bringing back 30 food between them all, and that food will be cooked in the cookhouse to make 60 food rations. So we're doing quite well with our food. We've got 168, and we've still got like 16 raw food to cook on top of that, with another 30 coming in. We're bringing in lots of wood crates for more buildings. A little bit of steel. We're using a little bit of steel here and there. More wood from there. That's nearly used up, that pile. Lots of coal coming in from this pile as well. So we've got 305 coal, 306, kind of staying steady. So we're bringing in just enough coal and just enough of the other stuff to keep ourselves alive. We've got 3 people being treated in our medical post, and we'll see how they're coming on. So 2 days and 3 days, and it's actually 3 engineers, so that's interesting. I'm not sure where they've been working. Maybe out here. And let's just see what we've got on our tech tree happening. We're researching. Add new research. Did we not add our heating? Let's start researching the heating then. So we just need 7 hours to complete that research. So that'll take us up to somewhere around 7 o'clock at night. I'm not sure if they'll complete it today. Here we go, got a dilemma, family torn apart. So a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. Okay, so they're saying we really need to build that beacon. Okay, I'm hearing you. We're 10% of the way through our first research on heaters, which we're going to need when this cold spell comes. So just need to focus on keeping our existing people alive, and then we can start looking for others. Out there collecting in coal. Our hunting party has come back. We've got 31 raw food so far. Looks like everyone's come back. So what we can do is take a few workers off the hunting party and put them onto the cookhouse. Now, they're not going to go there straight away because if we have a look here, they are going to rest after the hunt. So, but you can reassign them and see if they've got time to do something else after their rest. So they won't just not rest. And then once they go to work in our cookhouse, they'll just cook that batch of food. We don't necessarily need to cook it now, but we're just staying on top of it while we can. We've got our 2 gathering posts here. 1,000 coal available there, which is great. It's going to be back up for our generator. And here we've got 24 steel, but 143 wood, and really it's the wood that we're out there for. 2 engineers spare in case we get any more people ill, but we've only got 3 people ill so far. I'm sure that number will rise. Let's speed up time a little bit. We've got some good wood coming in and some steel, and we're on the edge of the cold snap coming in, and we can see that it's going to last for like 2 days, and then we'll have a temperature rise of 1 level after it having gone down 2 levels. We've cooked everything we can in the cookhouse, so we'll take them off and put them back on the hunting, and they'll get ready to go out hunting imminently, actually, right about now. So the hunting's 6 o'clock, so they've just about had time to do a bit of cooking and then go back out and hunt after their rest. And we're actually, we've just gone through the build time, and just see if there's anything else we can construct straight away. So we've got a cookhouse and 2 hunters' huts. We've got all the tents we need for our people, and we've got a couple of medical posts. In terms of the resources tab, we've got 2 gathering posts now, and we actually started with a resource depot here, where we can see all of our items like coal and wood and food rations and stuff, all the way down to a steam core. Got a steam core. We'll investigate what that does shortly. And in terms of tech, we've got our workshop. We could build another workshop to increase our research. We could try that. We've got the wood. Why not? So if we've got any spare engineers, which we do actually, got a few spare engineers we could throw into that and increase our rate of research, because we've done 90% of the current research. We'll just speed up time a bit until we get to the next day, because we just need to build the workshop and then get through another day. And oh, hang on, we'll just play the game for now. Now we're going to take everyone off the work piles because it's literally imminent, the big freeze that's coming. So we're going to take everyone off the existing work piles, even the children. They've done us well. Here are all the children. They've been working on that wood pile. Coal pile here, we're taking people off. And if you have a look here, we've got 42 out of 80, so that's available. So we've got a total of 80. 15 are children, 15 are engineers, and 50 are workers. Now, we've got some engineers working already in our medical post. We've got 3. We've got 15 hunters in each of our hunters' huts. And we've got 5 engineers in the workshop doing the research. And And that's everyone, so a total of 8 engineers and 30 workers. And that brings us up to 80, so we've got 42 people free to do the resource gathering. Now we can fit a max number of 10 people in this gathering post, and we can fit a maximum of 10 people in this gathering post. That leaves us 7 engineers and 15 children. Now, some would argue that we could leave the children inside during this cold snap and be kind, and then we could put our engineers on, doing this workshop, working in the workshop. We could put the children in the cookhouse. That would be a good use of workers, because the cookhouse will stay a bit warmer. So we'll do that. It leaves us 10 children not working and 7 engineers. Now we're at 6:30 in the morning, so we're coming up to the next working day, and we've secured a warm place for our people to work pretty much as soon as this cold snap hits. And I think it's hitting now. There we go. It's gone to -40, which is very cold. And look, so all of a sudden, even our comfortable tents have gone chilly, and chilly means we've got a low risk of getting ill, which is a risk of getting ill now. If you look at our hunters' huts, they're chilly as well as all the other buildings, and actually if you have a look at the cookhouse, it's cold, so this is a moderate risk of getting ill. So what I will do is take anyone off the cookhouse. We've got enough food where I don't think we're going to necessarily need to do any cooking. We've got 158 food. Here we go, heaters researched. Now that's just come bang on time for really needing to be used straight away. So let's put a heater on in the gathering post, and it means we're going to use more coal. We'll put a heater on in this gathering post as well, and let me show you what it's done. So it's gone from being chilly to being still chilly. But that must make a difference, surely. Let's just see what it does in these other buildings. There we go. Okay, so it's making these buildings. There we go. It's making the buildings like really close to steam core, like livable. Although I don't know why it's doing it to that one and not that one. Maybe the road isn't connected. Let's just see. Yeah, let's just connect the road along there and just see if that does anything. Oh, it hasn't been built yet. So once that gets built, for which we've got 7 engineers free to build, looks like they're after workers instead. So let's put let's see if freeing up 5 workers will mean that they can start building these things. Or are they built already? No, they are built already. There we go. Just needed activating. We'll add the heater on. There we go. And look at the temperature overlay, and those 2 buildings are now warm. I'm just going to pause the game actually, because I want to see if I can work out how to. Okay, here we go. We've got our medical posts. Now this is the only medical post with people in, and we can turn a heater on there, and that's made it livable. So that's people on normal shifts go to work. Okay, it's not telling us about. Okay, very low risk of getting ill. There we go. However, to get everything else a bit less than chilly, we're going to need to increase our steam core. So if we press the overdrive button, everything suddenly goes up a level, and we're going to see our tents improve in terms of heating, I think. So it's in overdrive at the moment, but it's not increasing the temperature. Let's go off and then on again. Nope. Okay, we're going to have to work out a way of making everyone much warmer. So we've got our tents here. No way of increasing the heating. What's this? Halt operation. Dismantle building. No. And it does tell us here that the temperature is chilly, so there's a low risk of getting ill. So we need to add to the heat zone somehow. Can't access level 2 yet. So you need 12 coal to turn this steam level on. And it gives +2 temperature in all heat zones. Okay, so we're struggling a bit here with heat. But let's just see if we play the game and that does anything. There we go. That's done it. we were on pause. So by putting the generator into overdrive, it's given us an extra level of heat. It's actually enabled us to make the medical tent comfortable. The actual tents themselves are livable, so we're up here on the scale. We don't need to activate that. And the workshop is livable, but it was livable anyway. And without the heater, it's chilly. Okay, we'll keep the heat on there. We don't need it in the cookhouse, I don't think. And if we click on the gathering post out here, take off the temperature overlay, we can see that the temperature's chilly, but I think without the heater on, it's cold. So we've been able to put it up from a moderate risk of getting ill to just a low risk of getting ill, and still gather resources, so that's really important. And we've got all of our engineers that we can on there, so let's see if we can add any more people to the resource collection zone out here. Got our 5 workers. We've got a dilemma here, let's check it out. Double rations for kids. In the wake of recent child workers accident, the parents argue that we could give working children double rations to make them stronger and help prevent injuries. If we go for this, hope will rise. And if we don't, not sure if discontent will rise. So let's just give children more. Let's just keep going with these. We've got more hope. And achievement unlocked down there. Please, sir, can I have some more? We all know that film. Okay, and so let's see if we can add a new research. We should have probably done that already. Should we go for the beacon, or should we just focus on other things? Let's go for the beacon. Seems quite an important one. Takes 35 steel, which we have, and quite a lot of wood as well. 20 wood. Let's go for it. We've got 2 workshops, and what this does for research is that it puts it at 100%, 130% research rate instead of 100%, so it does it a bit quicker. We can research more things, but we've been faffing about a bit working out the whole temperature of this zone, and getting everyone safe first. And we've only got two people being ill and being treated, and we're about to come out onto the working day and start more of a construction zone. But I think we're doing very well. We've got all of our buildings built. Our food is maintaining very nicely, and we're just waiting for this temperature rise where we can put some people in the cookhouse. It's cold at the minute, so there's quite a risk of people getting ill. So I won't put anyone in there just yet because we've got plenty of food anyway. And let's speed up time. Let's check it out. This is working for us. We've got 380 coal. Got 86 wood and 48 steel, so we've got enough to build the beacon once it's been researched, for which we're at 40%. We're just waiting to go through the next day. What's this? Overdrive. What are they saying? Okay, here we go. So generator stress level increases when the overdrive is on. When the stress level reaches 100%, the generator will explode and the game will end. Okay. So we need to take the overdrive off and let the generator cool down. And unfortunately, discontent has increased a bit because people are cold at home. However, in fact, if I just put that on for a moment, discontent is going back down. And we'll just point out at the free time over here. People are about to go to work, so they'll go out of their homes and they'll start working. So they won't be as discontented for being forced to stay at home. Some will be going out to the workshops and hunting, and I'll just see if there's any way. Yeah, the hunting cabins are chilly with a low risk of being ill, but there's no way to get like a heater on in this building. They're about to come home, look, with some more food rations. I'll just see if it's instant. There we go, it was. Yeah, we got 46, another 15 rations the second they all came back, and more so there. So we've got 61 raw food, 103 cooked food, and we could probably hold on. With cooking the food until the temperature rise comes in, actually. So we'll see. Okay, let's take off overdrive. We're about to start work in 5 minutes. There we go. Discontent there. cold at home, so a few people will be at home. We've got the children. Let's go in and have a closer look. So without overdrive being on, they are going to be chilly. I'd suggest you go and check out the workshops and the medical post. And they're chilly gathering the resources as well. Just notice we've got 3 people ill, so we've got 1 more person being treated. Oh, we'll go off this overlay and check out the medical tent. There's quite a lot of detail. We've got 3 people working there. We could employ another couple if we wanted to. And the patients here, we've got we've got an engineer coming out in 8 hours. We've got an engineer coming out in 3 days, and 1 worker just going to treatment who's become ill. No one gravely ill yet, which is great, and no one in palliative care, which means they're on their way out. So we're doing very well. I'm feeling pretty good about this episode because we prepared for the big chill. We did it well, and we've got the food coming in. We've got the workshop set up, and we're now researching cool new things. And this beacon is about to be researched, and I just want to see what that involves. Ooh, let's do a new research first. Get them researching something else, and then we'll check out the beacon. So hunter's gear, we could have more food coming back, or in terms of resources, we could go for the sawmill. Quite keen to go for the sawmill. That way we can kind of like heat that building and be a bit less reliant on things. Let's go for the sawmill and see what that does, and then we'll probably want to do something coal related as well, but we've got plenty of coal. 700 coal. It's just we are kind of running out of wood. We've got 75 there, and we've got 17 there. I think wood's probably the more urgent resource. Let's check out this beacon. Where is it going to be? In tech. There's our beacon. Oh, cool. Not adjacent to street. That's right, we can build a street. We'll put it here, just because it fills a good gap. And we'll just build the road all the way around. I think it's a good idea to build the road all the way around, otherwise you're not connected. And roads do cost wood, actually. So you need to make sure that you've got enough roads on the go. Where are we in the working days? So we're at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Construction can start after 6 o'clock when everyone comes home, so we can wait until then. But it does look like some people are building the street already. Just looking at this medical post, it's saying it's at 33% efficiency, so let's put some more people on. Put 5 people on, which is the maximum. It's still saying 33%. So here we've got 2 sick absences, and that's because literally 2 engineers out of the 5 we've assigned are actually patients themselves. But I guess if you think about it, assigning the 2 extra people there means they're going to be warm. Otherwise they'll just be in their homes. So we'll see how that goes. We've got our steam core still a little bit overloaded. Not entirely sure how that overload comes down. So, it's just coming down gradually on its own. So it was at 62%, now it's 61%. Okay. So that's fine. I think that'll come down gradually. And we haven't had too many extra people fall ill either. We've got 3 people in the medical hut, capacity to treat more, and we've still been able to go maximum on research. And I wonder if we'll be able to complete this research before the end of the working day. We might be able to. We're on 91%, 93. Got half an hour left. No, we've got an hour and a half left of the working day. We're going to do it, and we're going to be able to build a sawmill. And what I'll do is, when that's done, I'll show you exactly where that goes, because we need to build it near some trees. And join me for the next episode, where we're going to research some more things. And I'll pause the game there, and thank you for watching. I'll speak to you very soon.